House Bill 1411 prohibits the Department of Social and Health Services from automatically disqualifying an individual with specific criminal records from a job application process in the long-term care industry. Many people with criminal histories can change with treatment and recovery, and eliminating employment barriers where appropriate can help a formerly incarcerated individual re-enter the community and get a living wage job. Thanks, Representative Simmons. House Bill 1438 expands the list of medical expenses that someone can deduct from their income. This bill better targets this exemption to people with high medical costs who may need the tax breaks but might not otherwise qualify. And thanks to sponsor Representative Orcutt. House Bill 1476. This bill adjusts school district levy formulas to stabilize funding for districts that saw temporary enrollment declines because of the pandemic. This will help school districts maintain the right amount of staffing and resources. Thanks, Representative Dolan. This House Bill 1482, it helps homeowners avoid foreclosure when they owe small fee amounts for being part of a community homeowners association. Thanks, Representative Walsh. This House Bill 1484, it eliminates an outdated school mapping information system from 2003. This helps align the school safety requirements with current first responder practices. Thanks, Representative Dolan. This House Bill 1502, it allows counties to pursue innovative electrification technologies to support our transition from diesel ferries to electric ferries. This bill also supports our goals to diversify our public works contracts to be more inclusive and equitable. Thanks, Representative Wiley, for thinking to the future. This House Bill 1512, it helps lodging businesses in local areas develop their tourism economy by waiving certain taxes on the money they put towards these efforts. This means these businesses can put more revenue into general economic development and neighborhood revitalization, creating stronger public spaces that everyone can enjoy. Thanks to sponsor Representative Ryu. We have here Senate Bill 5008. This reinstates the business and occupation tax exemption for energy conservation and demand-side management credits and funding from the Bonneville Power Administration if the tax savings are used for low-income ratepayer assistance and weatherization. Thanks, sponsor Senator Robinson. This is Senate Bill 5011. This bill updates the rules for homeowners and condominium associations to allow remote meetings and accept virtual and absentee votes. This will reduce participation barriers for people with disabilities and those that would have to commute long distances to attend in-person meetings. Creating more up-to-date processes such as this will help us govern how we interact with our neighbors and how we preserve our neighborhoods. Thanks, Senator Peterson. This Senate Bill 5025, this increases the maximum civil penalties for someone who violates the Consumer Protection Act. It also establishes a penalty for someone who targets specific individuals or communities based on demographic characteristics such as race or gender. Some of our state's penalties have not increased in 30 years and in some cases 50 years. Increasing them can act as a powerful deterrent to these types of incidents. This was requested by the Office of Attorney General, and thanks to sponsor, Senator Rolfes. This Senate Bill 5027, it requires televisions to show closed captioning in places of public accommodation, such as a restaurant or a retail business with limited exceptions. This will help ensure individuals who are deaf or hard of hearing have access to important information. Thanks, Senator Padden. This is Senate Bill 5032. This gives local government, state government, and public entities additional contracting options for construction or improvement projects in their jurisdictions. The bill extends their authority for another 10 years, provides additional direction to the Capital Projects Advisory Review Board, and will offer more flexibility to make public works contracting more equitable and inclusive. Thanks, Senator Hasegawa. This Senate Bill 5040 offers state agencies additional opportunities to focus resources and efforts on litter cleanup. Thanks, sponsor Senator Fortunato. This is Senate Bill 5097. This increases access to Washington's paid family and medical leave program by expanding the definition of family member. The new definition reduces barriers faced by individuals in blended families, those who've experienced divorce, and LGBTQ employees. The bill furthered Washington's commitment to support working families. Thanks, Senator Robinson. This Senate Bill 5101, this adds the voice of the tribal government to our Emergency Management Council. The council will now represent city, county, state, federal, and tribal governments so that all voices can contribute to solutions during the emergencies. The military department requested this bill. Thanks, Senator Stanford. This Senate Bill 5128, it expands how we can use school transportation funding during an emergency. During the pandemic, school districts used school buses to deliver meals and educational services to students. For some students, these services were crucial for their success during remote learning. This bill will also help us keep a bus driving workforce that is ready to work during future emergencies. Thanks, Senator Wellman. This Senate Bill 5140, this ensures that women who are experiencing pregnancy complications have access to the services they need, including abortion services, regardless of the hospital or provider they visit. This bill removes barriers so providers can fully care for their pregnant patients. Thanks, Senator Cooter. This Senate Bill 5163, it implements recommendations from the Sex Offender Policy Board. This bill updates the process for moving sexually violent predators to community-based, less restrictive placements with an emphasis on safety and success for individuals and the community. It also makes standards for conditional release consistent and transparent across the state. Thanks, Senator Rolfes. This Senate Bill 5180, it allows the court to void the criminal history of victims of sex trafficking, domestic violence, and certain other crimes if they meet the criteria in the bill and can show the crime was the result of being a victim. This will help the survivors of these crimes in their recovery by removing barriers to accessing housing and employment. Thanks, Senator Dingra. This Senate Bill 5192, this adopts standards for electric vehicle charging stations, which is similar to how the state regulates gas pumps. Consumers will have more confidence to purchase electricity to refuel their electric cars. Developing a more reliable electric vehicle charging infrastructure is foundational to our transition to cleaner transportation. Thanks, Senator Doss. This Senate Bill 5214, this extends the length of time Washington families can access financial assistance through the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program. With this change, they can now stay on the program longer when the state's unemployment rate is 5% or higher. This will extend crucial benefits for Washington families and strengthen the program as individuals work to secure employment. Thanks, Senator Wynn. This Senate Bill 5226, this stops the state from suspending driver's licenses for individuals based on their inability to pay traffic fines. Instead, individuals can now use payment plans to pay their fines. This bill also requires individuals with multiple traffic infractions to take a safe driving course. Thanks, Senator Sullivan. This Senate Bill 5271, it grants healthcare providers a narrow protection of liability in healthcare negligence law during an emergency. Thanks, Senator Wagner.
Go to the next two bills are partial veto, so let me step over on the other side. Make sure I get you the blue pen for that. And then we have our red line we need to do right here. Okay. Red pen, and you're going to initial right there.
This Senate Bill 5293, it creates a sentencing alternative for people who have significant mental illnesses. Instead of serving their time in prison, these individuals can serve their sentence in community corrections while going through mental health treatment. Recommended by the Criminal Sentencing Task Force as a criminal justice reform item, this bill benefits our most vulnerable individuals and creates greater access to mental health treatments in the community. However, I'm vetoing the emergency clause, and I want to thank the sponsor, Senator Nobles. This Senate Bill 5304, it offers people involved in the justice system, such as incarcerated individuals, better access to their health care benefits and care. However, I will veto Section 11. Thank Senator Claire Wilson for her leadership. This is Senate Bill 5317. It increases pesticide license fees, which haven't been increased since 2008. This additional funding will build up the Department of Agriculture's customer service systems and provide more technical assistance and education, particularly to non-English speaking farm workers. The bill will also provide funding for Washington State University to provide pesticide safety education to workers and license holders. The Department of Agriculture requested this bill. Thanks, Senator Warnick. The Senate Bill 5362, this increases state funding for local and regional fairs for the first time in 20 years. Fairs provide unique youth education programs and help promote Washington's nationally known agriculture and rural economic development. With this additional funding, fairs can offer participants more diverse events and programs. Thanks, Senator McCune. This is Senate Bill 5377, otherwise known as Cascade Care 2.0. It takes important actions to strengthen our first-in-the-nation public option plan, and it will make public option plans available in more counties. Along with $50 million in the budget to help low-income Washingtonians pay their insurance premiums, this bill ensures that high-quality, affordable health care coverage is available to all Washingtonians. Thanks to lead sponsor Senator Frock, leading an effort with the state that's ahead of the rest of the country, as usual. This is Senate Bill 5423. It allows a licensed out-of-state health care provider, including osteopathic physicians, to consult with a Washington provider on a patient's diagnosis or treatment. This provides more complete and expert care to Washington patients by using the expertise of other providers around the country. Thanks, Senator Rivers. The Senate Bill 5430, this helps more Washingtonians save money for future college plans. The Guaranteed Education Tuition Program allows customers to purchase tuition units at a capped price to save money for college. This bill will provide more predictability and affordability for families and students, led by Senator Mullet. Okay, Angie, thank you for your efficiency.
Welcome.
Well, thank you.